So, you know what? The joke is on Clayton Anderson, the astronaut, for going to school for 35 years to get up into space.
No,
because you don't have to have that anymore. You don't. You really don't.
We found out there's a shortcut right here in Omaha. We've got Michelle in the studio with us from Travel and Transport. How are you?
Good morning.
Hi.
Thank you for having me on this morning.
You're our let's see, what do we want to call it? What's the word that I'm looking for outer space travel?
Well, I just love her accredited space agent. That's like your actual on your business card, and I think that's the most. It sounds It sounds like a superhero.
How do you get to be an accredited space agent?
Well, it's been an interesting process, actually, and quite exciting, I must say. Really, it's a very unique opportunity, and I'm really proud of the fact that we have the opportunity through Travel and Transport to be affiliated with a company that's connected to Virgin Galactic.
Which is the only way to get back in space now.
Exactly. And it's the first commercial service to space that has been developed, and the history is quite lengthy, so I don't want to take time to go into all of that necessarily, but how we got involved was through a door that we entered through Virtuoso, which is a luxury travel consortium that we are affiliated with, and it's by invitation only, and it's the world's most well-known and respected luxury network. Through that door.
Obviously, we all know that. We travel luxuriously all the time.
I haven't heard of them.
But that's okay,
because I'm learning something. It's okay. It's okay.
So less than 1% of the travel management companies are involved with Virtuoso, and Virtuoso is affiliated with Virgin Galactic. Virgin Galactic has selected Virtuoso as the affiliate organization to work with accredited agents to be able to sell their product for space. And
their product being a seat on the commercial flight to outer space. That's awesome.
The Spaceship 2? Is that the Spaceship 2 that's they've been so if you want to fly, you don't have to go to school. It does cost some money to go up there. I mean, obviously, this is a very unique adventure.
It is.
To go do something like that, but it is pretty cool. Now, what about you? Are you ever going to go do this yourself, do you think?
If I get the opportunity.
Really?
Yes, I would love to.
How exciting is that?
It is. It's, less than 500 people have experienced that in the world.
Yeah.
So to know that it is a reality, and that as it gains in popularity and they gain momentum on being able to, fine-tune it even further, it's going to be more affordable as time goes along as well, and more people will have that experience.
So do you know, some stats on the actual trip itself?
Yeah, what happens?
How long will you be, up? Now, I know you're not going to really go and orbit the Earth, but how long will you be up in the air? How long will you be weightless? Do you know, because I'm sure you'll get asked those questions.
Oh, yes. And, yes, I do have a lot of that information. It's an experience that really is a journey. So the earlier you embark and invest in this experience, it's this new era. So if those that can afford to do this right now could put a deposit down and be able to know that in the future they're going, because they're not ready yet, but it's getting closer and closer all the time, and they'll go when they're ready. But once you put the deposit down, then you embark on this journey that few others are experiencing. I mean, it's growing, but you're going to be involved with an astronaut team and Virgin Galactic, and they will walk you through and take you through special events and things with Sir Richard Branson, and be able to take you onto this journey that is going to. It's a new era.
That's just crazy. I'm looking at their website, virgingalactic.com. If you go there, I mean, it's a really cool website. And you can go through the history of it, look at the spaceships, how they do the training, the space tickets.
It's about an hour and a half. It's about an hour and a half experience once you're actually on board and going through the process. But it's a several-day preparation, and there's several events even preparing you up to that event.
So when you get up to the pinnacle of this flight, will you be weightless for a period of time? Do you know how long? Like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes?
4 minutes.
4 minutes of weightlessness.
That's crazy. It says the climb to 50,000 feet marked with quiet contemplation, but an air of confidence and anticipation.
So
50,000 feet.
Well, that's what there's a mothership that actually has a central wing. It's actually 2 aircraft, and with the central wing in between, and the spaceship is actually attached to the center of both of those wings connected. So they fly to 50,000 feet, and that takes about 50 minutes or so, under an hour. And then at that point, the spaceship is released, and after a few seconds, then they count down to the launch. And then at the time that they engage the engine, you're going Mach 3 within, 90 seconds.
Wow. So that's pretty cool.
Yes. And then you're going up for, 90 seconds, and then they turn the engines off, and the momentum is carrying you to about 68 miles above the Earth.
Right.
And it's from the pictures.
Oh my gosh.
Hearing about it sounds exciting. Now, how much would a ticket like this cost somebody? Do they have a price set?
They do. Mm-hmm. And, it's a...
Pretty steep?
Yeah, it's pretty steep.
Well, but it's expected. It's a space flight.
Right. How many people can go on one flight?
Well, and in today's world, you can't go for the price that this is. It's so much more expensive. It would be millions of dollars.
Well, it costs $20 million, I think, or $80 million just to get one of our astronauts in a Russian spaceship to go up. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
So, when they developed this, it was with full intent that it would be an affordable thing to do in the future. And at first, of course, just like anything, it's more expensive.
The first flat screen TV was $32,000. I remember seeing it at the home show back in like the mid '90s.
Yes.
And it looked like it's a picture frame that moves, but it was $32,000. So now you can get them for $50.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that's so true. Well, this is really exciting. So, how many accredited space agents are there?
There's 72 in the Americas.
Oh my gosh,
that's north, south, and
very select group. Well, now everybody knows who we've got the local hookup.
That is great. So, okay, now if somebody, wants to get more information on this and wants to talk to you more, has some specific questions, how do they get a hold of you?
They can either call me directly, and I can give you that number, 402-301-4996. And they can also go to tandtvacations.com, and there is a tab with space travel on there, and they can get that information on there too.
That's very cool.
Very cool. Michelle, thank you so much for telling us about this.
Thank you.
You're the very first ever accredited space agent we've ever had on the radio with us. Very first ever. So congrats on that.
Thank you.
That's huge. Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you.
We'll see you. 8:25, Pat and JT in the morning. Hollywood Blitz is next.